Good morning, boys and girls. We're live here in the studio. We'll get started right away. Coming up first, come on over, boys. Loving your pajamas today.
Thank you.
All right, so we have a partnership right here. Kevin and Justin have done a report. Again, one of our favorite topics here is dogs, but what specific dog?
Boston Terriers.
All right, you can hold on to that. Yep, Boston Terriers. What about the Boston Terriers, Justin?
They're like black and white, and they're brown seal.
All right, and so why did you pick Boston Terriers?
Because Justin had a book on them, and we were bored, so we decided to make a project.
I love that. When you're bored, get smart. Awesome.
Perfect way to
Okay.
pass time.
So, what good, cool things did you learn?
That they're born in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. Do you think that's why they're called Boston Terriers?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. What else?
Their markings look like tuxedos.
Oh, the market looks. I didn't realize that, but that's probably true. Anything else cool?
That they were also known as the Boston Bull.
Really? Why?
Because they look like a pit bull, but
Oh.
and they're Boston Terriers. And
Look at that.
Black and
And
white.
pit bulls are a terrier also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're related dogs. That makes sense.
Wow. All right. Anything else?
Their weight is 4.5 kilograms.
4.5 kilograms. You know we're going to throw that out, Mr. Angeli. So 4.5 kilograms. Does anybody know how many pounds that is? Ooh, this is a tough conversion.
Ooh.
Let's see if anybody can figure that out. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share about the Boston Terriers?
They live to like 14 or 15. No, 13 or 15.
Oh, well, okay. So he said 13 to 15. He said 14 to 15. Who's right? Or are they both the same?
I think I'm right, because I was the one who got the book. It's 13 to 15.
So he said 13 to 15, and you said 13 to 15, and he said 14 to 15.
14 to 15 is like 1 year.
Yeah, it's the same thing. He's just saying.
No, like they live up to 14 or 15.
Right. Right. You guys are saying the same thing. You're just saying you're taking it down 1 year to 13. All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Boston Terriers coats are smooth and short.
Smooth and short. Yeah, smooth and short is good. I prefer that over the big, long, and hairy and curly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The furry one.
All right. Nice work, guys. You know what I love is they knew they're fast.
Yeah.
Plus, they had a cool debate, don't you think?
They
Okay.
did.
Good work, guys.
Knock down, drag
Wait
out.
right over there. All right. Caitlin, come on over. And we have Miss Valentine as well. Okay, so Miss Valentine, you have cats in 3D shapes, is that right? So tell me about the cats in 3D shapes. Let's take a look at your report. Take a look. She did. You ready? Sienna did cats and 3D shapes. All right, so let's look at some of our 3D shapes. What is that shape?
A cylinder.
A cylinder. Okay, does a cylinder roll?
Yeah.
It does, absolutely. What about a cube? Does a cube roll?
No,
Why not?
because the flat sides, it doesn't roll when there's flat sides on a shape.
Ah, high five. Loving that, right, Miss D'Angeli?
Love it.
Okay. And what about cats?
Well, cats
Do cats roll?
6 to 15 pounds.
They weigh 6 to 15 pounds. Oh, guess what I'm going to do?
Ask us to convert to kilograms.
Let's see about the kilograms on the cats. Okay, so now we have to go in both directions. We need to know how many kilograms a Boston Terrier, I'm sorry, how many pounds a Boston Terrier
At
is based
4.5
upon.
kilograms.
At 4.5 kilograms. Now, we want to know how much do cats weigh if they are, let's say, 6 pounds. All right,
Okay.
see if somebody can do that. All right, and let's take a look at this page. Oh, and we have something about homes as well. Tell us about that.
So long ago, rooms had one room and they slept, ate, and they did everything in that room. But now, homes have many rooms to do all their stuff.
That's true. As long ago, yes, homes had only one room. Guess what? Long ago, schools had only one room. It's called a one-room schoolhouse. Could you imagine all these kids in one room? Yeah, I don't want to think about it either. explaining the, interesting the way it is. Okay, Caitlin, what would you like to tell us about?
Space.
Space, what about space?
It has big balls of gas and it like
Big balls of gas, and what do you call those things?
planet.
Planets. And what about stars? What are they?
They are um,
They're also,
they're shining bright.
yeah, they do shine bright, but they're also balls of gas. And all kinds of dust particles and things like that. Why did you choose to do a paper or a project on space?
Because I never learned about space before and I saw it on the computer, so I choose to learn about space.
So I chose to learn about space. Good. So we choose right now, but when you say it in the past, you say chose. Okay, so you have something here about blue stars. What about blue stars?
Blue stars are cold because like sometimes water can be cold and like water is sometimes cold like ice, so blue stars can be cold.
Okay, so are the blue stars the warmest or the coldest?
Coldest.
What about the red stars?
Those are the hottest.
All right, good job. That's like Heat Miser, remember that one? All right, high five, girl. All right, who's next? Up, Olivia Necci, come on down. Olivia Necci grows an inch, I think, every day, Mr. Minerva. What do you have for us today?
I have a project on math facts.
Okay, which ones?
Division, multiplication, subtraction, and addition.
All right, do you have a preference? Do you like one of those more than the others?
I like division the best.
Oh, excellent. That's awesome. So, you want to practice some of your basic facts? All right, let's see if we have it. You ready? 49 divided by 7. Yes.
All right.
Super duper. Okay, so take a look at what she did. You want to turn that around for the camera? So she did pages and pages of work here. You see this, Mr. Angeli?
I love her work.
Yeah. She showed her work. She did all kinds of models. She showed how she regroups, which is amazing. And here's her addition again, how she's able to add double-digit numbers, right?
It's great work.
Great, great work. So, are you working on double-digit division yet? Yeah.
Triple digit.
And also triple-digit. Good for you. That's awesome. And are you going to be making another book like this for maybe to teach others how to do it? That might be interesting. Maybe like a how-to. So children that are struggling can look at your work and then figure it out. Would that be cool? All
And if
right.
you make a poster how to do that, I'd love to hang it up in the math lab.
Oh, that'd be great.
A
All
page for
right.
each of the operations was a terrific idea.
Yeah. You go, Olivia. All right, who's next? Vincent.
So she got
Vincent. Oh, you know, Mr. Minerva, we have a couple projects here from Vincent.
Oh yes, we've
First-
seen some of his projects.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, a spectacular hat as well.
Yes, it's spectacular.
I love it.
So one of our projects is cows,
Just
correct,
to me.
Vincent? All right, so do you like cows?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why?
Because back then cows were very useful.
When is back then?
Somewhere like in the 19s or when we first just started. Because I think animals were brand new.
Oh, so cows are still pretty useful, and they've been for a long, long time. And so animals have existed for a very, very, very long time. Cows have too. So they really weren't brand new recently. Okay. But we do have a nice picture of a cow, just want you to see, and how cows help us, right? So take a look at the cool cow. right?
Can we see that? Yes.
Okay,
There's some rain on
excellent. And in addition to that, we have a project on, what is this one?
This is a song. It's like a song. It's pretty famous. It's called "On the First Day of Christmas."
And you changed the words, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 12 Days of Christmas. And what did you change it to?
I changed to McVeigh style.
McVeigh style.
Beautiful.
All right, so you want to give us some of the lyrics there?
On the first day of Christmas, Miss Duncan gave to me 12 kids washed and 11 going clean, and 10 teachers teaching, 9 lunch ladies, 8 jumping jacks, 7 Miss Duncan singing.
7 of me singing. That's frightening, folks. Okay.
We thought one of you singing was
6 math problems.
6 math problems, 5 lessons from the school, 4 visits to the nursery, house 5, 2 lunches, 1 mighty mine, and the whole school of mighty mine.
Wow!
All right.
That's awesome. He did that
Nicely
all by
done.
himself, and he wrote the lyrics down. I mean, we would love to have had him sing the whole song and then go backwards, but time we had to cut it short. But he came up with all these things with some teachers, the custodians, the lunch aides, very thoughtful. And just in time for the holidays, right?
Mhm.
All right, very good. So we have the cows and the 12 Days of McVeigh's Christmas, correct?
Along with 7 Mrs. Dunn singing.
And 7 of me singing. Trust me, not, you don't even want one of those. Okay. So, high five to you, Vincent. Good work. All right. And finally, we have our mighty find.
By the way,
So-
still no response on the questions we.
All right. So I'm going to put a little clue out there. For every pound, there are 2.2 kilograms. So if you have 6 pounds, what would you do to find out how many kilograms? Can you figure that out? 2 2/10 of 2 2/10 kilograms equals 1 pound. Okay. All right. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. Can we get the mighty drum roll? All right. Here we go. All right. So here, this is an interesting one. This is from Armand.
Okay.
All right. He says you can find kind no matter how big, small, young, or old you are.
It's well thought out.
Think about that. So you can find kind anywhere. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be at school. You don't have to be a McVeigh student. You can find kind anywhere, and that's true because kindness is wherever people are if they're doing things that make others feel good. Right? All right. And that's what we want to do during our break, boys and girls. So we have about a week off from school, and we hope that you have a very wonderful vacation and a wonderful new year, and we'll see you next year. Isn't that correct, Mr. Minerva?
Next year.
Next
Before we
year,
know it.
2019. All right. Because every day is a good day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.